Hi, I'm Jeremy Crosby.
And I'm Nick Boucher. We're your hosts for the program that's all about your city, Talking Fitchburg.
Every weekday, we pull together the news, events, and information you need to stay on top of what's happening in the city of Fitchburg.
Find Talking Fitchburg on cable TV, Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, and our live stream on the web. Plus, you can find all our headlines and stories on Facebook, YouTube, and our video on demand service. This is your city.
Keep up with Talking Fitchburg and the issues affecting you and your neighbors.
Get connected, Fitchburg. We're launching Fitchburg Connect, the city's new monthly e-newsletter that keeps you informed about all the events, services, and updates that matter to you. Get it in your inbox once a month. Sign up today to get Fitchburg Connect.
All right, I call to order this meeting of the Public Safety and Human Services Committee for June 9th, 2026 at exactly 5:30 p.m. First item of business is to call roll. I will start with our chair, Alder Reichstad. Myself is here. Our vice chair, Alder Dave Herbst, is absent with a very good excuse. Congratulations to his son, who is getting married very, very soon. And Alder Lepper.
Present.
Okay, thank you very much. Hard to follow that. I know I set you up for that. All right. Moving on to item 3, public appearances for non-agenda items. We do not have anyone in chamber or online for an item that is not on the agenda. So we'll move on to the consent agenda, item 4, which includes minutes, approval of routine licenses, operator license report, and cigarette, tobacco, and electronic vaping device license renewals.
I would move approval.
Wonderful. Moved by Alder Lepper.
Just probably write that all the way down the board.
Let's see here. Any questions, comments, concerns? All right. Seeing none, I will call the question. All in favor of the consent agenda signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Let's move on to item 5, a review of the following license application sound permits. We have item 5A, live music and outdoor speakers, a reoccurring event. Hawk Sullivan, 5134 East Sherrill Parkway, Fitchburg, for live music and outside speakers to be held at the Rusty Bee Lounge, 5134 East Sherrill Parkway, with bands playing on Fridays and Saturdays and background patio music playing daily. This will be starting tomorrow, June 10th, through Sunday, November 1st, from 3 to 10.
Is Hawk Sullivan the owner?
Hawk Sullivan is, I believe he's one of the owners. I was gonna say, I know Derek Wolf is the one that I've always chatted with, but never want to assume whose ownership structure is what, but for the record here, we did receive one emailed concern about this item, just related to noise that they can hear from, they said, approximately a mile to the southwest. I will note for the record that I live quite a bit closer to the Rusty Bee than that, and with my windows open, I do not hear any significant amounts of noise or concern. Just for, to offer my perspective on that. All right, Alder Lepper, did you have anything to add? Any questions, comments, concerns? We don't have Hawk here since it's a reoccurring.
Have there been any other complaints? Have we ever?
There have not.
Never.
I did forward the complaint on to Hawk, so he is aware of it. And for the record, the background patio music is daily from 3 to, I think that was
3 to 10?
3 to 10, and then the live music is for Fridays and Saturdays only, from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., and that may not be every Friday, and that may not be every Saturday.
Okay. It says here, it will always be done by 10, so.
Is there a limit to how long someone can request out for a sound permit?
So we do what's called a blanketed sound permit for businesses like this. Thirsty Goat has one, Ben Menudo's used to for patio music, and if once in a while they have live performances, that's kind of all grouped into it rather than making them apply every single time that there's a ban. sometimes they don't know if a band is going to be scheduled or not in enough time to get it approved.
But each year they would have to apply for a new one?
Each year,
Okay.
correct, that is correct.
That's all the questions I have.
All right. Seeing no other questions, I will call this question. All those in favor of item 5A, live music.
Need a motion to.
Sorry, motion to approve.
Oh, my apologies. Motion by Alder Lepper. I thought I had done that. Now I will call the question since our parliamentary procedure has been followed. All those in favor of item 5A signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. All right. We now move on to item 6A, consideration of the following fermented malt beverage and intoxicating liquor license. This is a new application. Item 6A is a Class B fermented malt beverage retail license and reserve Class B intoxicating liquor license for Miyabi Fitchburg Inc., 6317 McKee Road, doing business as Miyabi. And that's what Bella is here for, correct? All right, perfect.
Yes.
All right, then Bella, I will turn it over to you if you'd like to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit more about your business and what you're hoping to achieve here.
Oh, okay. So my name is Bella. I own several restaurants in town, like Bean Sushi, Poke Bay. So those two majority we do takeouts. But now I take over this place. I want to venture into doing fine dining. So here there will be a high-end Japanese restaurant with full menu and full bar. I've been watching this market, this area for over 5 years, and then we know that a fine dining restaurant is very much needed in this community, and we're quite sure that will be a big success here.
Wonderful. Well, we're glad to welcome you to the community. Well, I guess not welcome you the first time, but welcome this business to the community, I suppose then. Alder Lepper, did you have any questions, comments, concerns?
No, I remember seeing your email a while back asking about going through the process, and I'm glad to see your name on the agenda, and I'm super excited to have you in our district and close by, and I promise I will be a frequent customer.
Oh yeah, okay.
Set on the record, and we'll put that in minutes. So, all right, I will go ahead and get approval of this here. Let's see, anything else? I have no other questions here then. So why don't we go ahead and call this question. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. All right, wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us, Bella. I think that's the only item.
Yeah.
So,
Best of
I'll
luck
let
with
you-
the rest of your work.
absolutely.
Thank
We'll
you.
let you hop
Bye.
on. Thank you. All right. Item 6B is a Class A fermented malt beverage license. This is for La Hispana LLC, 5280 Williamsburg Way, doing business as La Hispana Grocery Store. And this is Lid Tejada. Did I get that right? All right. Wonderful. Why don't we have you come on up here, and I will move approval of this item as well. Perfect. Let me just pull up my agenda here. So this is a new application, so I'll probably just ask you the same type of question here. If you want to just tell us a little bit about yourself, the business, and what you're hoping to achieve.
So we're a family-owned business. We have 2 other locations. We have 1 other location in Fitchburg. We're a Hispanic grocery store, and we're just expanding and wanting to sell the same products that we do in the other stores, and which is also the beer license that we would need.
All right, so this is selling just beer, no hard liquor or anything?
No,
Okay,
just beer.
perfect. And I'm just looking through here to see, all right, if I have any questions. I don't think so. Alder Lepper, anything of yours?
Nope.
All right. Perfect. Anything I'm missing here, Tracy? This is going too smooth.
No.
Okay. All right.
I think it's
Wonderful.
been approved.
Fantastic. So I will go ahead and call the question, and we can get you out of here. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Wonderful. Thanks for making the trip on down.
No problem.
So,
Thank you.
Thank you. We should be issuing the licenses probably within the next week. So
Okay.
keep an eye on your email for that.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And Bella will be issuing the licenses in probably the next week, so keep an eye on your email for that, and you do not need to attend the rest of the meeting.
Thank you.
Yep,
Thank you
thanks,
so
take care.
much.
All right, perfect. All right, now we get to do some reading. Item 7 is consideration of the following fermented malt beverage and intoxicating liquor licenses. These are all renewal applications. We'll start with item 7A, Class B fermented malt beverage and Class B intoxicating liquor. American Multi-Cinema Inc., 6091 McKee Road, doing business as AMC Fitchburg 18, Katie Carlson, agent. Blazing Wings Inc., 6227 McKee Road, Suite F, doing business as Buffalo Wild Wings, Sierra Shetler, agent. Eclectic Culinary Concepts Inc., 2784 South Fish Hatchery Road, doing business as Me and Julio. Charissa Bratt, agent. Lieutenant Marion C. Cranfield, Post 1318, 2740 Ski Lane, doing business as Lieutenant Marion C. Cranfield, Post 1318, the VFW. Ray Trent, agent. Quibby's Grove Inc., 6261 Nesbitt Road, doing business as Quibby's Grove. James Craig Cunning, agent. WHS LLC, 323 West Beltline Highway, doing business as Pitcher's Pub. Zachary Jordan, agent. Can I get a motion to approve?
Moved.
Moved by Alder Lepper. Any questions, comments, concerns?
I guess I do have one question. What's the difference between a Class B and a reserve Class B?
So the regular Class B licenses were, in effect, they were grandfathered in when the city of Fitchburg was first taking licenses in. By a certain year, you have so many licenses that are allotted to you. And then as your population grows, anything after that becomes what's called a reserve license. So anytime the population grows by 500 or more, we get another reserve license.
Oh, okay.
These licenses, the regular license, don't carry that $10,000 reserve fee, and they will not be available unless one of those businesses doesn't renew.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
And the general goal then of that, Tracy, for the record, is to ensure that there is generally the number of liquor licenses is proportionate to the community, and we don't have an excessive number.
I'd be
And
interested
7
in
were
knowing.
grandfathered in, so we
What
only have
ratio?
7 regular licenses.
Okay.
And they come on a first come, first served basis when they are available.
All right. Tracy, have we had any concerns, anything to note with any of the folks listed under 7A?
No, nope.
Okay.
Everything's been approved and background checks have been done and checked off.
All right. Wonderful. Anything else, Alder Weber?
Nope.
All right, then I will call the question. All those in favor of item 7A signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Item 7B, Class B fermented malt beverage retail license and reserve Class B intoxicating liquor retail license. Badger Columbus Club LLC, 5256 Verona Road, doing business as Knights of Columbus Council, 4527, Daniel William Kelly, agent. Blue Plate Catering Inc., 5302 Verona Road, doing business as Blue Plate Catering, David Porto, agent. Cali Fresh LLC, 2990 Cahill, Maine, Suite 100, doing business as Tapatios, Daniel Hernandez, agent. DTL Holdings LLC, 2951 Trevorton Pike Drive, doing business as Ollie's in St. Charles Station, Dave Heidi, agent. The Wine Reserve LLC, 4893 Lacey Road, Suite 101, doing business as Flight, Stephen Dieter, agent. Fairways Lounge LLC, 2949 Trevorton Pike Drive, doing business as Fairways Lounge, Jason Griswold, agent. Four Winds Farm Fitchburg LLC, 5735 Adams Road, doing business as Four Winds Farm, Kinsey Bender, agent. GD2 LLC, 2980 Cahill, Maine, doing business as Great Dane Pub Fitchburg, Camille Knudsen, agent. Garden Hill Hotel LLC, 2969 Cahill, Maine, doing business as Wyndham Garden, Mahesh K. Sharma, agent. Hatchery Hill Ponds Inc., 3040 Cahill, Maine, doing business as The Thirsty Goat, David A. Schutz, agent. Hy-Vee Inc., 2920 Fitchrona Road, doing business as Hy-Vee, Samantha Jones, agent. Laredo's Mexican Restaurant Inc., 2935 South Fish Hatchery Road, Suite 12, doing business as Laredo's Mexican Restaurant, Jose J. Onate, agent. Maximaya LLC, 5957 McKee Road, Unit 5, doing business as Barrique's Market. Matt Wagant, agent. Pounders LLC, 6285 Nesbitt Road, doing business as 10 Pin Alley. William Pounders Jr., agent. RAI Operations Inc., 6245 Limestone Lane, doing business as Spring Hill Suites. Ravine Shah, agent. Rusty B Lounge LLC, 5134 East Sherrill Parkway, doing business as Rusty B Lounge. Hawk Sullivan, agent. Seminole Tap LLC, 5956 Executive Drive, Units 101, 102, and 103, doing business as the Seminole Tap. Dan Fleming, agent. Zaffarano Ristorante LLC, 2969 Cahill, Maine, doing business as Zaffarano Ristorante. Kalyani Venkatraman, agent. $2 LLC, 2685 Research Park Drive, number 200, doing business as Atomic Koi Cocktail Lounge. Hawk Sullivan, agent. Last but not least, Benjamin's Fine Wine and Spirits LLC, 6227 McKee Road, doing business as Waterford Wine and Spirits. Ben Christensen, agent.
Am I allowed to read those?
You can, and I will pass them on to you.
Okay, I was like, I'll do a couple.
And I'm going to make the motion to approve since I just did the work of reading all of that. All right. Any questions while I catch my breath?
I don't think so.
All right. Tracy, I'll just ask you, I'm probably going to ask you the same question for all of these here. Have you received any complaints, concerns, anything to note for the record for anybody listed under 7B?
Nope, everything's been approved.
All right. Then I will go ahead and call the question. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Item 7C are Class B fermented malt beverages, and I will pass this one over to Alder Lepper.
All right. Fitchburg Hotel Group LLC, 6275 Nesbitt Road, doing business as Country Inn and Suites. Nayan Patel, agent. Fortune Hotels LLC, 5421 Caddis Bend, doing business as Mainstay Suites. Kartik Patel, agent. Isthmian Gaming LLC, 2500 Rimrock Road, doing business as Isthmian Gaming. Chad Schaefer, agent. Nine Springs Golf Course LLC, 2201 Traceway Drive, doing business as Nine Springs Golf Course. Daniel Jerome Larson, agent, and Toka Trading Center Madison LLC, 5964 Executive Drive, doing business as Toka Training Center Madison. Matty Sahal, agent. I will move approval.
Moved by Alder Lepper. Tracy, over to you. My same question. Any question or any concerns raised by members of the public or anything else to note of import for the record?
No concerns, everything's been approved.
Fantastic. All right, I will go ahead and call the question on item 7C. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Item 7D, Class B fermented malt beverage and Class C retailer's license for the sale of wine. I'll go ahead and take these. Fitchburg's Orchard Inc., 2227 Fitchburg Road, doing business as Apple Garden. David T. Wilds, agent. Finca Coffee LLC, 2500 Rimrock Road, Suite 105, doing business as Finca Coffee LLC. Elba Marlene Argueta Valle, agent. Torres Ventures LLC, 3054 Fish Hatchery Road, doing business as La Concha. Sandy Barrett, agent. And Singh Kitchens, Inc., 5957 McKee Road, number 108, doing business as Daba Kitchen. Singh Sumanjit, agent. I will go ahead and move approval of those. Any questions from you, Alder Lepper?
No.
All
I
right.
guess we could just pose the question to you for all the rest of these. Have there been any concerns or anything?
There have not been any concerns, everything's been approved.
All right.
Okay.
Easy enough.
And here I was going to ask it many more times just because we're having fun. So, all right, I will go ahead and call the question then. All those in favor of item 7D signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. 7E, Class C retailer's license for the sale of wine. Pancake Cafe Fitchburg 2 LLC, 6220 Nesbitt Road, doing business as Pancake Cafe Fitchburg. Veneragashi, agent. Can I get a motion to approve?
I will move approval.
Moved by Alder Lepper. Any questions, comments, concerns? None from myself. I will call the question then. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Item 7F, Class A fermented malt beverage and Class A intoxicating liquor. Can I pass this one over to you, Alder Lepper?
Yes.
All right.
Aldi Inc., 6261 McKee Road, doing business as Aldi, number 4. Guidi Verit Zaidi Gomez Garcia, agent. Refuel Pantry Inc., 2570 Vermont Road, doing business as Refuel Pantry Vermont Road. Black Beer Sing, agent. Refuel Pantry Inc., 2770 South Sayin Road, doing business as Refuel Pantry Sayin Road. Black Beer Sing, agent. DSPC Inc., 3064 Fish Hatchery Road, doing business as O'Connell Liquor. Mary O'Connell, agent. Fox Heritage Foods LLC, 5957 McKee Road, Suite 7, doing business as Heritage Catering, Dan Fox, agent. Kelly Williamson Company Incorporated, 2956 Fish Hatchery Road, doing business as Kelly's Market. Suzanne Dorsey Sterling, agent. Quick Trip Inc., 6133 McKee Road, doing business as Quick Trip number 957. Cody Poppenfuss, agent. Quick Trip Inc., 2792 South Sayin Road, doing business as Quick Trip number 1166. Heather Williams, agent. Monumental Enterprises Inc., 5276 Williamsburg Way, doing business as Liquor Town. Samuel Michael Fassbender, agent. RRS Operations Inc., 2916 Hard Rock Road, doing business as Staybridge Suites. Ravine Shaw, agent. Speedway LLC, 2810 Fish Hatchery Road, doing business as Speedway number 4170. Kristen Hayes, agent. Target Corporation, 6321 McKee Road, doing business as Target Store T, 2106. Andrew Dalkey, agent. Ultimate Mart LLC, 3010 Cahill, Maine, doing business as Pick and Save number 182. Brian Roth, agent. Whiteway Holdings Inc., 2050 County Highway MM, doing business as Town and Country Mart. Nearby Pondley, agent. I'll move approval.
All right. I have no questions. Anything from you? I'm seeing a shaking head. Then I will go ahead and call the question. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Item 7G, Class A fermented malt beverage. Torres Ventures LLC, 3058 Fish Hatchery Road, doing business as La Concha, Sandy Barrand, agent. And La Hispana LLC, 3060 Fish Hatchery Road, doing business as La Hispana Grocery, Lid Tejada, agent. I will move approval of item 7G, and I have no questions.
No questions.
None from Alder Lepper. Then we will call the vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Item 7H, Class A intoxicating liquor for Bon Bon Bell Store 2, LLC, 3111 Fish Hatchery Road, doing business as Bon Bon Bell Bridal Boutique. Megan Cass, agent. I will move approval, and I will just note for the record and for Alder Lepper, why does a bridal boutique need a liquor license?
I have no qualms about that.
Yeah, they will have a champagne or a little celebratory something when you say yes to the dress.
That's
so I agree. So just in case you were curious, that is their the extent of their alcoholic endeavors at Bon Bon Bell.
And the Class A license allows them to give out 2 3-ounce samples. So that's why they have an A and not a B. They don't want to be considered a bar where you can just purchase drinks. They want to be able to just give out 2 free samples of champagne.
So, and when you pick out a dress, I think you've earned a monthly. So, perfect. All right, I will go ahead and call the vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Last but not least is item 7I, Class A fermented malt beverage and Class A cider license for Quick Trip Inc., 6208 McKee Road, doing business as Quick Trip 959, Blaine Hayjock, agent. Can I get a motion to approve?
Moved.
Moved by Alder Lepper. So, Tracy, my one question with this one is just why it's different than some of the other Quick Trips that we have just recently approved.
Yeah, we can have that.
Certainly, the 2 previous Quick Trips that you approved have alcohol, beer and alcohol, where this Quick Trip just has fermented malt beverage, beer, and cider. They don't have the liquor portion.
I'm sure there's some business business reason that they want to do that we are not privy to.
Yes. And the other, this is one of the quick trips that is a block away from another quick trip, so
that makes
I'm
it
sure their
unnecessary.
customers are not as upset about having to drive an extra block. So. All right, hearing no other questions, I will call the vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. That takes us to item 8A, announcements. Our next meeting will be June 23rd, 2026. Tracy, do you think that will be a 5:30 or a 5:45 start time?
As things are looking right now, it could possibly be a 5:45 start time.
That would be awesome.
All right. We will hold you to that unless something changes, of course. So, item 9 is adjournment. Can I get a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Moved by Alder Lepper. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries and we are adjourned at 5:55 p.m.